right, welcome to this June 2025 astrology horoscope, and we're going to do all signs. So make sure you check below for the timestamp for your signs. All three. Do all three signs, and you're like, well, all three. Well, your sun sign, which is the one you know the most, your moon sign, and your rising sign. And those can give you a real clear picture on what you need to know for coming up in June. All right, so we're going to start out with Aries, the fire sign. I'm going to give you a chance to choose between pile 1, 2, or 3. All right, if you're pile 1, let's keep chatting. I'll put these off to the side and read them next. This is for Aries. Pile 1. Ooh, beautiful. This represents you. We have the King of Wands. This is an important time for you to trust the energy that you've been trying to exude. Maybe you haven't been feeling that lately. And it's almost like you feel like you don't have enough fuel in the tank. That's what's coming to me. Oh, Knight of Wands. Maybe you haven't had this opportunity to really do your own thing. You're thinking about a lot of things that you want to accomplish, but you're stuck doing the things that have to be done. Oh, too many cards fallen. All right, let's read them all for you. Okay. From there, we have the Nine of Pentacles. So you really want to start being innovative with your actions. Okay. So far in this reading, you've got actions that need to be taken. There's some things that you are trying to accumulate. And I really think it's important for you to trust that you're already creating the things and you already have physical proof that what you're doing is going to be successful. So we have the Magician, which is reminding you to use your gifts, to trust that everything you have is within you. You just need to start trusting and using your powers, whatever that might look for you. Because those thoughts that are keeping you up and keeping you focused on always being on the defensive are kind of holding you back, right? These two are opposite in my mind. And combine them together, you have energy where you're just like putting energy out there, like randomly, spur of the moment, and it's not really getting you where you want to go. So you're drawing a lot from this energy, but for some reason it feels like it's draining you. And then we have the Knight of Swords, which I think is fantastic because it's showing you with the Nine of Pentacles that you keep taking action and you keep having that mental focus in the direction you want to go. You're going to keep reaping the rewards because this feels like it's not just a one-time thing. This feels like this is something that's sustainable for you. I had to slow down my talking to say that right. And then we have the Death and Rebirth, the Nine of Swords. Let's address these two together because it feels like you're coming out of always going into that negative thinking mode and thinking about things and worrying about things. It's almost like when you finally have a chance to rest and your body stops moving, that's when those thoughts kind of come in, start creeping in. Well, you can shift that, That's where you let that old pattern of doing things change. And it comes with you continually being aware of those thoughts. Are these going in the direction I want them to? Yes, great, keep going. If they're not, then it's a reminder to let them go and to focus on the light that's coming in, to focus on the positive, because it really feels like when you do that, you have that spark of energy. There's a whole lot of wands in this reading here. Whole lot of swords too, actually. So realistically, it's about balancing your actions and balancing your thoughts. Your thoughts can drag you down and waste your energy, or you can take actions that are not aligned with what you want to do. And then on the total positive side of that, you can take the actions that you feel inspired to do, and they're going to go in the direction you want, as long as you make sure you have your mind set on the positive things. There you go, Aries. That was pile number 1. Now let's pick pile number 2 for Aries. Well, we have the 6 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles, the Tower, and then the 10 of Pentacles. Okay, let's address the elephant in the room to start off. This feels like this is something that's already happened, or it's in the process. It's not a surprise. Okay, it's something that you're aware of. And maybe because you're aware of it, your mind is going in that direction. And therefore, your physical world around you is reflecting your feeling of lack. But, this is definitely related to wealth and abundance, happiness, all the things that we feel show material success in our life, whatever that is for us. Because there's 4 out of these 6 cards that are all pentacles. And the great thing is you've got 2 really positive ones right here. We got this Queen of Pentacles, who is definitely focused on feeling good about what she has. So she's continually creating more. Then we have this 10 of Pentacles, which is showing that, yes, there's happiness and I can spread it around through the material comfort of the people around me. So, and then here, you're focused on what reflection on what the past felt like, feeling really good when you were a kid, or focusing on those things, because you jump from that nostalgia and thinking to the past to going through whatever you need to remind yourself that you are always abundant. You always are. It's with you. It's in flow. Where do you need to go to remind yourself? Somewhere physically, somewhere emotionally, somewhere mentally, so you can create this and bring this into your physical world. Because she's going from being alone, needing to work on this stuff, to celebrating with other people. So you're not alone. And back to here, it feels like, when you use the cycles and your rituals and do things that light you up and focus on the positive things you've created emotionally in your life, you can overcome this energy easily and just quantum leap into this energy of trusting your material success. All right, Aries, that was pile number 2. Now we're moving to pile number 3 for Aries. Pile number 3. Shout out to those of you Aries that are watching all 3. No harm in that. The message seems to be pretty clear. Take what you want. Let me know in the comments. Ooh, those of you who chose pile number 3 are probably like, what is that? We'll unpack it. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Thankfully it's in the past. Wow. Got Mojo excited. All right. So we have the 3 of Swords, which is reminding us that our thoughts can either heal us or give us even more heartache. And the Devil is reminding us that we do have a choice. Like I said, what's distracting us? What's making us think that we're disconnected from the things that are around us? Let's unpack this a bit. We've got one of everything. Wow. So this could have to do with any part of your life. We've got swords, we've got wands, pentacles, cups, right? And then you've got the opposite. You've got the inspiration and light and trusting your connection. And then you've got, oh, we're keeping you isolated because you don't belong. And then you've got the 6 of Wands with the 10 of Cups. It's just showing you that when you shine your light and you celebrate yourself, something of success is coming in. You're in alignment and synchronicity with everything that's coming in, that you feel good. This is the ultimate goal. So you need to go from not believing that it's possible or you're deserving to trusting in your own light, and you connect with the light of others. And this is the harmony that you have to raise your vibration to break out of that, those distractions and things that are stopping us from really trusting. Like, out of any, if we had to have each of these suits represented, I would say this is one of the worst ones. I'm just, go with me on this, because it's really showcasing us at our most despairing thoughts, and yet if you look at her, how you see it depends. Like, well, some days I can see her in anguish, and other days I can see her finally going, there's some release because I'm starting to not believe it anymore. Right. And when you stop believing those negative things that are being told you, or you stop doing those things that are not good for you, you're finding your way back to what lights you up, at what brings you the recognition that you're desperately seeking. There's no judgment in that. Because then you realize that you don't have to do it all. There's your path and your things you're meant to do and have and be. And there's others who are going to have their unique skills that help you. And that goes really, just reaching out to your spirituality, to your connection. And you keep aligning and synchronizing your energy, you're going to be attracted to a place where you're part of co-creating with other people. Well, there you have it. That's Aries, all done and dusted. But wait, you might be wondering, what's this deck sitting here? Let's pull a card for all Aries. So if you stuck around, Aries, through the whole video of your reading, let's pull one of these creative Sacred Creator cards. Ooh, overrate your intuition. I love that. That's basically saying brag about what you know. And I mean that in the best ways possible. Let's read what the book says. And it's number 2. And what I pick up with number 2 is that it's creating partnerships. Okay, I'm not going to read the whole thing. I'm just going to be guided by what I am pulled to. Okay, so the essential meaning is powerful intuition, an influx of feminine energy, perceiving the mysterious or the mysteries of the universe, the divine, intuitive dreams and prophetic signs, a newfound clarity. Yeah, so it's basically saying you already know the answer. It's time to just start trusting it. Overrate your intuition. Brag about it to yourself, not to a bunch of other people. Just brag about it to yourself. Talk to yourself like you're bragging. But no one else needs to know you're doing it. That's just for you. All right.